Hi, it's Dr. Wu for the Qigong Inner Circle. And today, it's a beautiful day. I'm standing in front of the water. And what I want to do is I want to go over some really important things for your Qigong practice. The Tai Chi pole, you look at the top of the head, right, do 20, the acupuncture point. There's a point that runs through there, and it runs like a pole right through the body, comes down to the perineum. And that's your center. That's when you spin. Are you doing any spinning exercises? You're spinning around that Tai Chi pole. When you're moving, you want that energy of the chakras to be spinning. They will be at the third eye, at the crown chakra, at the throat center, at the heart center, at the solar plexus, the navel point, and the sex center. And they spin right around that Tai Chi pole. That Tai Chi pole is your center, your grounding. Now, at the bottom of the foot, right on the very bottom, kidney 1, it's called bubbling spring. And that's where we pull the energy from the earth. So we're going to be pulling the energy up from the earth. We're going to pull the energies down from the heavens. So let's start with this. Your feet are a little wider than shoulder width. When the Chinese talk about shoulder width, in the United States we talk about shoulder width. Our feet are the size of at the same level as the shoulders. But in the Chinese system, you're a little wider. Okay, you're going to drop your energy, bring your attention to the center, top of the head, and to your perineum, and drop your energy. In other words, like growing roots. Roots from the bottom of your feet, about 2 body lengths into the ground. Really drop your energy. The knees are bent slightly, the pelvis is tilted slightly, and because there's movement, we want to have our tongue right behind our teeth. Okay? So you imagine you're holding a ball right here, it's your lower Tantien. Now, what I want you to start imagining, if there's a ball in the center. So if I took a sword and woof, shoved it right into my belly, come out the other side, took it woof, right there, I'd get a cross in the middle. The lower Tantien is right that middle point. You're going to imagine a ball there and start circulating the energy at that ball. Allow the energy to start to roll. So it's going to roll in a clockwise, rolling the ball of energy. Just holding the space, rolling the energy, rolling that ball. Let your shoulders relax, chin is back slightly, and the ball of energy is rolling. As the ball rolls, it's pulling up energy from the ground, and it's pulling up down energy from the heavens. It's rolling in the center there. Relaxing into it, allow the ball to roll. Calming, quieting your body, pulling up the earth energy, pulling down the energies from the heavens. Relaxing, pulling that energy in. Now what I want you to do is reverse the spin of the ball. As you reverse the spin of the ball, you'll be pulling in more energies from the heavens, a golden light, and then from the earth, pull up a yellow light. So the yellow is earth and the heavens, pulling in that energy, golden ball, rolling. Centering, again, drop your shoulders, chin's back. It would help if you pull up on the sexual energy, Molban. Guys, contract your penis, lift your scrotum, tighten the anal sphincter muscle. For the women, pull down on the clitoris, fold in the lips, tuck all that up like the Kegel exercise. Keep the ball rolling, pulling in the golden light, pulling up the yellow, whoa, pulling in all that light, balancing the body. Now, we want the ball to roll this way, rolling the energy to the side like you're going around a plate. Same, bring in the energy from the heaven and the earth. Now from your right side, start bringing in the energy of the lungs, white energy. From the left side, the energy of the wood, the liver, bringing that in. So we're bringing in green, we're bringing in white, we're bringing in gold, we're bringing in yellow to the center. In front of you, you imagine a red light, pulling that in. And from your back, a blue light. So let's go over the colors once more. Green, red, white, blue, gold, yellow spleen right in the center, rolling the ball one way. Now, move it the other way. Relaxing into this. Put a smile on your face and let that smile internalize. Let it go into your eyes and your nose and your mouth and your ears and your brain and your throat. Down to your lungs and your heart, your liver, stomach and the spleen and your kidneys and your bladder. You want smiles going into your bones. Your muscles are smiling. Let the energy keep moving. Relaxing. Chin's back, shoulders are down, pelvis is forward, pulling up the energies from the earth and down from the heavens. Okay, now we're going to start moving the pelvis forward, almost like you're doing a dance. Put your hands on your hips, moving forward and back. Work that baby, work that baby, woo, yeah. You get that thing moving because you want this energy loose. You want to have this loose so you can pull up the energy. This is going to make you strong, powerful. It's going to make you sexy. Yeah. So you move it like this. Now reverse it. Go the other way. So you're pushing up, pulling back. Move that bonkity bonk, donkity donk. Yeah. Put a smile on your face. Move it the other way. Now, reach up, inhale. Grab the energy, exhale. So we're going to pull up the earth energy, grab the heaven energy, mixing it in the lower Tantien. Last time, inhaling. Exhaling. It's Dr. Wu. Keep on practicing. Hi, it's Dr. Wu, and I want to talk to you about a really important subject. When we do a practice, either if it's yoga, qigong, tai chi, we create a lot of energy. That's the idea of the practice. We want to move all of the energy in all the meridians, open the chakras, and get things running smoothly. Here, this is the Meridian Man. The Meridian Man, it depicts all the different meridians. The lungs, large intestines, the stomach meridian, the spleen, the heart, small intestines, the bladder, the kidneys, pericardium, triple heater, gallbladder, liver, central and government. Now, what we want to do when we're doing our exercise, our practice, we want to get all the energy in those meridians moving. Why? We can eliminate the stagnation. So we don't want to get stagnant blood, we don't want stagnant energy, we don't want stagnant anything. We want the energy to move. So we work on our qigong, our tai chi, our yoga, our different practices to open up, our meditations to open up. Now, here's what happens. After you do your practice, you want to store that energy. You want to bring all that energy down to the lower Tantien, like a big ball right below the navel point. It's they say sometimes they'll say at the cauldron, where you're going to store the energy in the cauldron. So you move the energy down, and you store it in the cauldron. Okay. Once you store that energy in the cauldron and you keep building it, eventually you have a power source, a power battery, an energy there that you can use anytime you want. Now, I've noticed this. If you're doing your practice, if you're doing a workout, if you're doing anything that involves your physical, when you're through doing the practice, you want to be able to relax, take all that energy, like a piece of coal. You want to compress it into a diamond, and you want to store it in the lower Tantian. Once the energy is stored there, then the easiest thing to do and the most effective thing to do is relax into that energy. When we're doing the automatic move, we've decided, we've pulled in everything, we've cultivated, we've stored, and we brought it all into the lower Tantian. And now you relax. So all the energy is stored there, you move it in the microcosmic orbit around the crotch up to C7. Sometimes they call this the big hammer. It's a vertebrae that's right here, right in the very back. You'll feel a big vertebrae. Then from the energy from there, it splits and it moves into both of your hands. Once the energy is in both of your hands, you're moving it from a yin position into the yang, ready for movement. Very gently, you lift this energy up like you're lifting a ball of energy and pouring it right into the top of your head. As the hands float down, I'll take off these spectacles. As the hands float down, when you get to your eyes, you close the eyes, let your hands float down to the lower Tantian, and then let the energy take over. You'll start to move, things will happen, whoa! It'll feel like you're out of control. That's just what you want. You want no control. You want to open up and let that energy heal you and move your body around. Keep practicing this. If you practice it daily, you'll have that chi moving through and you'll dissipate any form of dis-ease. It's Dr. Wu. Keep on practicing. In this move, you totally relax. You relax your whole body, mind, and spirit. There is no particular form to this. Let me tell you a story. When I was a little kid, 10 or 12 years old, my mother would send me down to my dad's jewelry store. And for my dad to keep us busy, he'd give me a big ball of little gold chains and 2 toothpicks. And he'd say, untangle those chains. So I would work for hours with the 2 little toothpicks trying to untangle the chains. Once the chains were untangled, I'd pull out a chain. Then I'd go to the next one, pull out a chain. It would keep me busy for the whole day. Of course, he let me go next door and get an ice cream or a candy bar, but my job was to untangle the chains. When we're doing the automatic move in Qigong, we're doing approximately the same thing. Our meridians sometimes get stuck. Qi stagnation, blood stagnation, a disharmony of yin and yang. The energy is not moving. We have a series of meridians running through the body. The lung, the large intestines, the stomach, the spleen, the heart, the small intestines, the bladder, the kidneys, the pericardium, the triple heater, the gallbladder, the liver, and central and governing. These meridians should be in flow, like rivers of energy, in constant flow. If there's a blockage, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, what happens is it impedes the flow of qi, and what follows qi is blood and oxygen. So of course, we want blood and oxygen in our lungs and our heart. We want it in all of our organs, because if the organs function properly, and if the organs function to their maximum, you can retard the aging process. This is the true anti-aging medicine. It allows the energy of the chi to move through the body at a smooth flow. Now, sometimes it takes doing qigong, sometimes herbal medicine, sometimes acupuncture, sometimes medical qigong to open the flow of energy to get everything moving. Of course we want everything moving. Why? Because everything moves, you don't get any stagnation. If a river is roaring down, when I used to live in Colorado, I used to live about 9,000 feet up in the mountains. And that river used to roar down. If there was a blockage in the river, like a big rock, boom, the water would hit and spray up, and the flow of the river would change. We don't want that to happen in our system. We want our chi to flow smoothly. So that's the reason we do qigong. Now, when you're doing your qigong practice, of course, you're breathing or you're moving in a certain way to open the different meridians. The lung meridian, the large intestines meridian, the pericardium, the triple heater, the heart and the small intestines all run through the wrists. So a lot of the exercise that you see, moving over a ball, moving out, those are to open those meridians and to keep all that flowing. That's why it's so important to keep your joints flexible and open. Flexibility is another key. If you can stay flexible and agile, of course, your muscles, your tendons, the meridians, the chakras, everything opens up. So in the automatic move, what we start off with is a standing position. I'll show it to you in a moment. The standing position is similar to the horse position in karate or a martial art, but we're standing slightly pigeon-toed where the toes are facing in. The tongue is placed up against the upper teeth, and then what you do is you imagine you're holding a ball of energy right at the lower Tantien. So the important points are right here, the Lo Gung point on both hands and the lower Tantien right below the navel. Those are the 3 points. So if you can imagine you're holding a ball, this point, and the other point, and you're holding that there for a while. So you hold it there and you start to breathe. Breathing down the front and up the back. So you're starting to circulate the energy, but most of your attention goes to the lower Tantien. You allow the energy to build there, so it starts heating up. Once the energy is heated, then you're going to start to move the energy. So you're going to move the energy from the lower Tantien around up your back to C7. C7 is that large vertebrae, that large one, they call it the big hammer sometimes. When the energy gets there, it splits and moves into the center of both palms. So when the energy is down here, lower Tantien, it's very yin. So now you want to move it from the yin energy to a yang energy into the palms. Yang, male movement. So now we're ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move that energy up over the top of our heads,